Because wicker is so versatile, there's a lot to love about it. It's durable, easy to care for, weather adaptable, but more importantly, it remains elegant and classic in almost any form. Well, what about this?
Seems pretty good. Let's say $225, 3 pieces.
Yeah, that's actually a great deal.
Yeah, seems like it.
Because a set like this could run as high as $500, $225 is a bargain. Here are some tips for wicker. Don't assume newer means better. Older wicker tends to be much stronger and heavier. Also, look for the thicker type of braiding, which is also a sign of strength. And lastly, never reject a piece just because it's slightly damaged.
So you think it's too good to pass up, eh?
I think they're really lovely. Because wicker hampers have become so popular, they are in high demand and becoming costly. $25, that's an okay price. Expect to pay anything from $17 to $40 for a decent hamper.
Put a little bit of top.
I don't like it. I mean, it's not just because it's got this kind of weird isolated aging.
Yeah, right.
It just, to me, it reeks of the 50s, which of course
it definitely does.
It's not shabby chic. One remedy for an outdated lid is to find some pretty floral fabric and simply fit it over the top with elastic. Also be sure to check the quality of the hardware.
You know, always I'm having to add chain onto these things, so whenever I see the hardware on there, I love that.
Yeah. An easy fix for wicker is giving it a simple paint job, and what's so wonderful is no matter how many times you paint wicker, it will always maintain that lovely classic style. A tip for creating a shabby chic wicker hamper is to give it a white painted base, then adding a pale coloured stripe. Here Mark demonstrates how to prep and paint the perfect stripe. Now Mark, I know we've done both vertical stripes and horizontal. Do you have a preference? Is one easier to do?
It seems like the horizontal stripe is just a tiny bit easier.
It's easier because it's simpler to measure out. But I think what I really like is not making everything too centered, so make the stripe kind of a little bit, maybe a third of the way down.
Okay.
Before prepping the stripe, make sure your base is completely dry. Using a straight edge and pencil, make a series of marks outlining both the top and bottom side of the stripe. I don't really recall seeing traditional wicker painted two-tone at all.
I've never seen it.
But nevertheless, it's still, the fact that we're doing these wide stripes is something rather classic about it.
Right. Okay, so I've made my line across the piece. You see those little lines there, Rachel? Yep, so now what I'm going to do is use my tape. I use thick tape. I'd love to do this in one fell swoop. So I start out with my line here. All right. Bring it around. I'm looking for my pencil marks.
Keeping the tape as even as possible, align it along the pencil marks and apply.
Okay. And now we're ready to paint.
To keep the hamper more neutral, I chose a very light and subtle pale green for the stripe. Not only is it then suitable for both men and women, but it will also be easier to accessorize.
All right, now what I want to do here before I start in is I just want my paintbrush to go really straight over the top of this, because down in here that's not a problem, right? I can just keep painting that, right? But this way, I just don't want to make I don't want to get the paintbrush so it's at like a 45-degree angle so it goes underneath my little line here, right? And then I get a little spillage up in that way. First, going to make sure that I have the tape down as flat as I can. I mean, it's not exactly flat in here, right? There's some ridges, so I just start brushing it on. You can see it already kind of taking shape there, huh?
Yeah.
There's just a couple more swipes, and I think I have it complete. It was a really, really quick fix. Just a little bit of paint.
Yeah.
Kept my brush straight, and we'll wait half an hour and see what happened.
Easy.
Yeah.
Let the paint dry for half an hour before removing the tape, and then an additional 2 hours for it to dry completely. Here's another hamper we treated the same way, although the colours are reversed and the stripe is vertical. The result is still a stylish and classic shabby chic hamper.